I guess I want to talk about the feelings of isolation. So I find that isolation is a result for a yearning to connect. I wrote down here that a yearning to connect, could that be connection be actually a distraction? And is feeling lonely really just an uncomfortable feeling of emotions or thoughts that have been sort of repressed and ignored, kind of bubbling up when someone is actually just being alone? I was reflecting that right now, just 2 days ago, I left Canada, and I'm traveling by myself, and I'm in a gorgeous place, but I'm alone. I'm living with a host here on a workaway, so it's a nice bit of exchange. But when I go out into the town and visit the beaches, I'm primarily alone, and the town I'm in right now is very local, as in there's no tourists around. So I think also my inability to speak Spanish here is might be a factor in that feeling of isolation at the moment. Though I've struggled with feelings of isolation my entire life, so it's not new to me. But yeah, I was reflecting that I'm in this totally beautiful place, and I just love it, like the actual place itself. But I really just want to laugh and converse with someone. So that's a nice revelation in a way, that those are really the things I want, not necessarily stunning places and stuff like that. It's really a relationship dynamic, whether it's intimate or platonic, it doesn't matter. Just any type of healthy connection with someone is something that I yearn for. And I think it's a healthy thing to seek out. We're back, and it's been like a few days since the last part of this video that I just filmed. So I've had time to reflect on what I was saying then. And yeah, one of the things I was just saying is that I think it's a healthy thing to yearn for connections. I think it's a healthy thing to pursue lasting, healthy relationships, or making sure that existing relationships are healthy, which I feel I put a decent amount of efforts towards my existing. This is a vine from hell. So this is the awful vine that just snagged me. The focus on my camera is not the best, but it's got these thorns that just like barbed my finger. Like in Ontario, we just get burrs and you just kind of pick those off. When I tried to pick this off, it literally drew blood from me. It's crazy. Right, so yeah, taking that vine off was actually a mini ordeal. Yeah, so working on healthy relationships is good, but seeking continual and yearning for new connections and constant, like, deep connections, I think can be, on my end at least, a little bit greedy, perhaps. Could be seen that way. Because not every connection needs to be deep. It could just be something small. Like yesterday, I didn't know the word for peanuts, and so I was trying to explain it to the cashier that I wanted a bag of peanuts, and she was looking at me like I was crazy. I used Google Translate, and it gave me a word that she looked at and was like, I have no idea what that is in Spanish. And I was just like, I just kept like making this, and finally she figured it out. So that's awesome, because all I could do is just be like, this is this, but that could be anything. So that was fun. Right. So yeah, I think what it is with this feeling of isolation is I probably have a lot of emotions and stuff that still need processing. And when I feel the feeling of isolation, I should probably when I feel the feeling of isolation, I should probably like sit down and write, which actually helped quite a bit, writing for the notes that I made for this video. And the feeling of isolation, I guess it's pronounced when I'm not sharing what I consider to be interesting experiences with another person. So when I'm experiencing something that I think is really cool, like being like discovering a cool like cove by the ocean, like and going and swimming and seeing these cool fish, and then just having no one to talk about it with. The inability to share that experience, and perhaps making these videos is making these videos is a way of processing just my thoughts. So they're kind of like journals. Actually, I did want to conclude with something I hadn't written down yet, and that was that. What was it? In these times of isolation or feeling lonely, and not having anyone around and wanting to be around people, I think that the best for myself, I'm giving myself advice here, the best thing I can do is work on the things that I want to get better at. I have trouble being accountable to myself, so that's, when I'm alone, I kind of just veg out and browse Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to, when I've been going down to the beach and stuff, I haven't been taking my phone, and just trying to be present. And that's actually when the feelings of really like the lows of feeling lonely kind of come up, because I can't scroll, I can't do much. I can write, and that could be seen potentially as a distraction, but I don't think so. I think writing actually takes, again, I've talked about it so much in other videos and stuff, but it's going to be a recurring theme. It takes my thoughts that lie in abstraction and are more emotional based and don't really have words to them. It takes that and it puts it on paper so I can kind of comprehend it better. So in moments of isolations and feeling extremely lonely, it's challenging, but it's best to see what you can do in those moments to better yourself, and understand that you are feeling, or that I am feeling lonely right now, and it's because I don't have someone to share in a connection. But learning to just enjoy kind of whatever beauty's in front of me without having a need to share it. But I don't know, that idea always seems sad to me. So because I just desperately want to share, but I think that in of itself is potentially unhealthy. Like always the need, like, come check out this thing that I think is cool. could be more ego-based than I want to admit. I always say, oh, like, I want to share. It's like such a good quality, but I think for me, it may have some darker undertones, because I think my wanting to share is my wanting to have company, and that's selfish, I think. I'm not sure. I have to explore those thoughts more. And I haven't written that one. That one I just kind of, that came out now. Actually, most of this part of the video was me rambling and talking. I should write that down. That I have to look back at the video. I already forgot what I said. Something along the lines that it's selfish to want to share, because the wanting to share is actually just a neediness for companionship, almost a desperation, perhaps. And that definitely, like, that yearning okay, I'll go back to the yearning to connect. Definitely there's, you know, as adults, we all have some kind of wounds. I think the healthier, more well-adjusted adults in life, at least like emotionally grounded and stuff like that, probably have less deeper wounds and stuff like that, and some more severe and stuff. So I think my yearning to connect obviously comes from some from parental and early childhood kind of rearing. Yeah, I know it does. that there's no this, like, I'm certain of that. There's not like really a thing there. I've done a lot of processing on that end. So yeah, I'll have to do some more connecting the dots and stuff. But in the meantime, that's the video for today. Yeah, bye bye.